Alrighty, welcome back to Trailmakers, and today I'm going to be showing off the plane I built yesterday, and it is the Japanese J7W Shinden. This thing was an absolute pain to design, but it flies, sort of. It has a tendency to nose down, but I'm surprised I actually got this thing to, like, fly as it does, so I'm not complaining. I mean, it works. That's all that matters. But yeah, this thing more or less turns like a brick in the air. I believe I added a gyro inside of this without any of the controls on to try and get some vertical stabilization, but I'm probably going to remove it because it actually didn't do anything. If anything, it made it worse. But yeah, this thing is quite bad when it comes to turning. But due to this thing's yeah, this thing is obnoxious to handle. So yeah, you're gonna be seeing quite a few crashes, I'd imagine. And we're also on the Pioneers map. Though I am very glad I got to work in the landing gear for this, because the landing gear looks truly unique on this thing. Not to mention, having a vehicle that uses piston glitching and being able to fit in landing gear without it clipping, honestly impressive to me. Yeah, this thing's very hard to get its nose on target. And it also turns like a brick, so it's not the greatest dogfighter. Oh wait, I should probably, don't mind me. Just so I don't get immediately pilot sniped by a single bullet that glitches through the blocks surrounding the actual seat. But yeah, this thing, it goes pretty decent speed of, like, I think max speed is like 460 if you actually can get it going straight. So I'm sure if I worked on this thing a bit more, it would be able to go probably 470 to 600. Not 600, 500. 600 would be way too ambitious. Possible? Maybe, if I did, like, no drag on, like, the entire thing. Okay, line up a shot. This thing doesn't like to pull up, so yeah, it's not the easiest to fly. But at least these guys are better to shoot down than the space pirates on the airborne map, because I tried that yesterday because I've tried to do this video like 3 times, but on the airborne map it was just not happening. I'd just get overwhelmed, I'd lose a wing because this thing can't outturn the space pirates who, like, just seem to want to, like, do a full 180 without losing any of their speed. So, yeah, it's not exactly the easiest to dogfight them. Okay, go, that's another one. Now let's just get this last little guy over here. There we go. Honestly, against the airborne air targets, it isn't actually that bad. Though I'd still much prefer my BF-109 that I built over this thing. But honestly, this thing, it has a decent roll rate. It's just that sometimes when it rolls, it'll like maybe I can. Oh, that's new. Don't go into a flat spin, please. I honestly don't understand how this thing works. But actually, America did try to make a plane that's kind of like this. I believe it's the XP-55? I'm not too well versed with American experimental aircraft. I only know about the flying flapjack, and that's about it. Well, yeah, no, I just went through my entire memory there. Yeah, no. I know absolutely nothing. Oh, there we go. One down. As you can see, it's not very stable on... Okay, I thought I was the kamikaze attack guy, but, no, apparently these, botnet planes are... Come on, line up a shot, and... Yeah, sometimes it, like, steers on the vertical, or... Would it be vertical or horizontal? I suppose it would be the horizontal stabilizers, right? Because that way it doesn't shift side to side. Okay. This plane in real life would have been a bomber interceptor to try and like intercept B-29s, which, yeah, looking at this thing, I think that is probably all it would be good at. This is essentially just a propeller-driven Japanese 262, except it's just blatantly worse in every way, I would say. But you know, I honestly like the design of this plane. It's definitely unique. Unique designs tend to interest me more than like basic planes such as the 109, the Yak 9. The P-40, well actually I'm not going to say the P-40 because the P-40 is an absolutely amazing aircraft, I would say. One of my favorite American aircraft. But yeah. So as you can see, for the propellers, I piston glitched 2 propellers together to get that 6-bladed prop that the J7W would have. The guns, I wish I could make a bit less visible, but there's no real way to do that without like breaking stuff. So that's something to work on later. I think I could probably reshape part of the front of the fuselage to try and fix that problem. But yeah, later problem. Not gonna worry about it right now. So yeah, let's see if we can get this thing up to top speed. Oh, it actually goes a lot faster than I thought it would. Oh, that's surprising. It goes 490, I guess. Huh. Maybe, you know, maybe 550 is what I could get it up to. Huh. I actually didn't think it would be going this fast. But yeah, this thing actually, it's not as bad as I'm saying it is. Like in-game, like flying it isn't that bad. It's just the problem is the constant pitching down of the nose, because there's not enough lift at the front of it, obviously. I mean, look at this thing. I have thought of ways on how to fix it by moving the rolling flaps forward, and so that way there isn't so much lift at like the back of the plane. But yeah, I don't want it to look weird, to put it simply. Let's see if we can strafe some ground targets here. I don't think this thing would have carried any secondary armament like bombs or anything. Well, you know, I'm gonna say it didn't because, you know, this was meant to attack bombers. So, okay, this has absolutely no... Okay, why don't the smart cannons have good horizontal traverse? They do good on the up and down, but like anything else, terrible. Just give you a nice look at the tricycle landing gear. Then it like folds in like that. I wish they would add a 1x1 panel piece, because I find myself a lot of times just needing one of those. Like the 1x1 block, yeah, that would work. But like, there are definitely ways around using it if you just look at your build enough. But for 1x1, but when you're doing like panels on stuff, you kind of do need a 1x1 panel, because like, you can't really, unless you're doing piston glitching, there's no way to get like a block on the same level as it. So it'd be nice to have that option, but, you know, they can always add stuff like that later. Oh, this thing flies better upside down than actually, you know, upright. right? Yeah. It confuses me deeply and concerns me, but you know, it's fine. Why do I care about physics in my physics-based game? Oh yeah, it also has a better turn time if you just nose down. I mean, go figures. Okay, I thought it was gonna crash there. Yeah, sometimes it involuntarily rolls. I'm not sure why, but it just does. We're gonna get one last attack run. Okay, just one more plane left. Oh, almost. One last pass, one last. Oh, he's actually letting us get behind him. Okay, I guess we're not gonna get him this pass. This one, I'm feeling it. Definitely feeling it. Though I do plan on making the American version, well, quote-unquote, the American version of this, because it's not like it's an American captured vehicle or anything, like America captured these during the Second World War. At least not to my knowledge. There we go, got him. That was actually quite the clean shoot down. Now, let's find a place to land. I think we just go for that tree right there. Okay, let's line it up. That's a nice clear spot right there, heading for the middle. This thing is, maybe the gyro is helping a little with the horizontal stabilization. Okay. No, I think this landing area is actually a bit too small. Okay, we're gonna land in the desert instead. I'm not sure why I didn't try and do that originally, but you know, it's fine. So yeah, honestly, I think this turned out really nice. This is by far now one of my favorite builds that I've done. Okay, let's try and set her down. This plane actually handles very well when it's not given any, like, power. Actually, okay. Oh, if I didn't hit that ridge, it would have been fine. But other than that, yeah. This thing can take off, it can land, it can fly, I guess, sort of. And anyway, that is my J7W Shinden. I might put this on the gallery if it is requested by probably only one person, because, I don't know, if somebody wants it, who am I to say no? But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and notification bell if you want to see, or if you want to be notified of any future videos I upload, which I'm actually going to probably do a World War II aircraft series shortly here. Just because, you know, I really, World War II aircraft are by far the most, amazing looking aircraft you've ever seen. And some people might disagree with me, you know what, that's fine. That's your opinion, and, you know, I don't have to care about your opinion, to put it very bluntly. But, no, with all seriousness, thank you for watching, if you watch this, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.